Hey guys, it's Destiny back with another video, and you're watching the Decimania channel on YouTube. Today is Wednesday, which means another episode of Wrestle World Wednesday. This is episode 38, June 19th, 2024. Got a little bit to discuss today. Some TNA stuff, some WWE stuff, NXT. I guess we'll discuss what happened on Raw Monday and the Uncle Howdy stuff. And, the Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, all that stuff. Talk some more about TNA and NXT. And the WWE wants to bring back an old pay-per-view, which I guess we'll just start with that. This is Wrestle World Wednesday, episode 38. June 19th, 2024. Okay. So, WWE apparently is maybe talking about bringing back an old pay-per-view concept, the Bad Blood pay-per-view. I wouldn't mind that. If you had very personal rivalries like this CM Punk and Drew McIntyre feud, I would give them another match at Bad Blood. We know they're probably going to be facing each other at SummerSlam, most likely. But if you want to do another match, do it at Bad Blood. Maybe do a Hell in a Cell match. But, that'd be kind of cool. Speaking of Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, let's talk about Clash at the Castle a little bit. At least the ending. So, my Clash at the Castle review is up if you want to go check that out. And, let's see. The first referee got knocked out. Drew McIntyre hit a Claymore on Damian Priest, covered him, and then another referee came down, stopped the count. When he did the count, another referee did, and then CM Punk revealed himself in the referee shirt, and then low-blowed CM Punk, kicked him in the nether regions, and cost Drew McIntyre the world title in his own country, in his home country of Scotland. And now Punk is going to show up on SmackDown on Friday, since even though he's a Raw guy. But the reason being is because SmackDown this Friday will be in Chicago. So, I think Drew's going to get some payback. I don't think he quit like everybody, or like he said he was going to. I don't think he really quit. None of us really actually thinks he did. That was just to set up what's going to happen on Friday. And I believe Drew is going to attack him. He's either going to say that he's cleared, or he's not going to get to say it. AJ's going to be in there in the front row. I don't know if she is or not, but it'd be kind of cool. I miss AJ Lee, I really do. And then Seth Rollins came back on Monday night to tell us that he wanted to come back and win the World Heavyweight Championship. And he hinted that he was going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Damian Priest came out and said, no. It's good to have you back, and I really mean that. And why not just face me straight up, one-on-one, for the title? So, very babyface move on the part of Damian Priest. Seth accepted it. So our Money in the Bank match for the world title will be Seth versus Damian. obviously the men's and women's Money in the Bank matches. There's probably going to be a 6-man tag between Cody, Solo, and Seth. Or, not Seth, but Cody, Kevin, and Randy versus Solo and the rest of the Bloodline. And then they're probably going to be like Intercontinental title match between Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn, or a triple threat between Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and Sami. Or just Sami and Sheamus, because technically Sheamus won by DQ. But we'll have to see where that goes. I would love for Sheamus to win the Intercontinental title. But I feel like Braun Breaker's going to be the one to beat Sami for it. Or Chad Gable, because let's talk about this too. Otis finally hit Chad Gable. Sorry, my throat is acting up this morning and I really don't know what's going on. Well, not this morning, it's almost 12. Past 12, I don't know. Anyway, Otis hit Chad Gable finally, because he hit Akira Tozawa. Like, he was helping Maxine to the back, Otis was, and he hears what's going on in the ring between Tozawa and Gable. And he turns around and just shoves him. And, later in the back, Otis tells Chad, like, we're done. And he, like, packs their stuff, the Alpha Academy stuff, and he's like, we're done. And Chad's like, no, we're not done until I say we're done. And guess what? We're done. So that happens. Sheamus and Braun Breaker had an excellent match on Monday, which resulted in Sheamus winning by DQ because Ludwig Kaiser came out and stopped Sheamus from getting the pinfall. And then the debut of Uncle Howdy at the end of the show was freaking great. Shattered by Code Orange started playing, and it was emotional because that was Bray Wyatt's last theme that he used. And I'm assuming are they gonna be baby faces or are they gonna be heels? Because if so, you could have them feud with like the Final Testament or something, or I don't know, because it was a heel that was laid out in the back. But as far as everyone else is saying, there were no other wrestlers in the back that we could recognize. But people were saying that the rumored names, and we've heard this for months, were Bo Dallas, who is playing Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and Dexter Lumis. Pretty cool group right there. They're all kind of, I forgot that lunatic, creepy mentality. I don't know. I've never seen it with Bo Dallas before, like not to its full extent, because Bray wasn't done with this story yet, so it's a continuation of what he did. But if they play this right, I think this could work. Whatever they want to do with it, hopefully they don't mess this up. But we'll see what happens with that. Let's talk about some TNA stuff. Oh yeah, apparently, Liv Morgan stole Dominic's vest too, and had to get it back from her. Dominic had to get it back. Oh, frick, I don't want to talk about that. Some TNA news. Well, not really news per se, but just kind of extending on what happened at Against All Odds, and some NXT crossover last night. So Frankie Kazarian and Joe Hendry debuted in the NXT #1 Contenders Battle Royal last night. So that was really cool. People wanted to see Joe Hendry in WWE for a while. I like Joe Hendry. I like the gimmick. I like the, I don't know, I just like the character. Let's see, Against All Odds was last Friday. We all saw where Jeff Hardy came back and helped Matt Hardy and Joe Hendry and the Nemeth brothers fend off the system. So my question is Dirty Dango a part of the system now? Because he helped Bryan and Eddie retain the tag team titles and all that. I don't think Alicia Edwards and Rebby Hardy are done yet. Or Rebby Sky, whatever you want to call her. I don't think they're done yet. I just don't. Oh, frick. We're probably going to see a mixed tag between, like, Matt and Eddie, or Matt and Rebby and Alicia and Eddie. Probably going to see that at some point. I don't know. Against All Odds was really good. I liked what they did. Ace Steel. I'm going to see Ace Steel wrestle for the first time, guys, tomorrow. It's going to be Ace Steel and, Frankie Kazarian in a street fight. So that's going to be cool. Oh, wow. But, people are expecting AJ Styles to maybe show up in TNA at Slammiversary. Of course, it has to be at the one that I probably won't get to watch. I mean, I'll get to watch it eventually, but it won't be the same. Like, I like to watch these as they happen. If I'm, like, one day late or whatever, fine. But, I don't know. But I do think AJ Styles could show back up in TNA. I mean, he needs to. He needs to go back for a little bit. Give him his Hall of Fame induction that he so rightfully deserves. And just give it to him. It's long overdue. AJ needs to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, the Hardys, if they're going to do the tag team run, at least they'll fill the void for a while. That the Motor City Machine Guns left. But speaking of TNA, I think today, I believe, is the 22nd anniversary of the first ever TNA pay-per-view, or the NWA TNA pay-per-view, the Asylum years. Not their traditional one. That's coming up in November. 20-year anniversary of that. Victory Road on November 7th. But, yeah, a lot of TNA stuff going on this week. And, you know, I feel like everybody's kind of talking about TNA a little more than AEW these days. Like, who could end up where? Like, we're seeing these crossovers, and it's really fun. It's really cool. It's something that I never thought I'd see. Because, you know, when Vince was there, it was, you know, WWE, and that's it. There's no other company that exists. We all knew different, and, you know. Yeah, I remember being more into TNA than I was into WWE back in the day, 2012, when Bobby Roode and all them were still there. I was into what CM Punk and them were doing too, but I was more invested in the Aces and Eights storyline than freaking Team Hell No, Kane and Daniel Bryan. Those segments were kind of, I don't know what I thought of that. I don't know what I thought of Daniel Bryan and Kane as a tag team. I didn't really invest myself in that. I don't know. But no, I was more into like the Aces and Eights and stuff, and what, even though it was so freaking cringy, I was more interested in what Christopher Daniels and Kazarian were trying to do to AJ. like saying that he was dating like Dixie Carter and all that. Even though that was like really cringy, I didn't really. Okay, at the time I kind of enjoyed it, but now I look back on it and I'm like, that's a freaking Vince Russo idea. Okay, I was 10, or I was 11, 12, whatever I was going on, but when you're 10 or 11 years old, you don't think about that stuff, the behind the scenes stuff. You just see what you see on TV, and you're like, oh, okay, this is interesting. So try to look at it from that perspective. When I thought Hulk Hogan being in TNA back then was really freaking cool. I don't like what they did with the 6-sided ring. Now looking back on it, I don't like that they got rid of that. Wrestlers didn't like using it, but at the same time, it also kind of made TNA different from the others. The 6-sided ring and the Ultimate X matches and, all that stuff. But, you had all that stuff and that TNA was known for, and Hogan and Bischoff just came in and kind of ruined it. Okay, Bischoff, I don't know what to think of Eric Bischoff. I don't know. I watched some of his podcasts a little bit, but not much. Let's see, is there anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. But, I don't know. I think that's all I've got for today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for TNA. Hopefully we get back in time. I'm going out tomorrow night for my brother's birthday, so. If not, I'll just watch it when I get home and review it. Probably be a late night review, maybe, depending on how tired I am. Otherwise, it'll be up Friday morning. But I'll see you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Enjoy AEW Dynamite tonight. Stay safe. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. And hit the like button on this video if you wouldn't mind. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.